Hey, what is going on, Keap Universe? Greg here from the Keap Academy team, and in this video, I want to highlight some real-world examples of web forms being used effectively. Now, just so that we're all on the same page, a web form is like an opt-in box, right? You generate it in Keap, you take the code, and then you can put that somewhere else in the world, generally on your website or into another page that you have access to. And then, as people navigate to that page, they can enter their details and sign up for something. And that can be a springboard for automation, right? So that's, in a nutshell, what a web form is. Pretty simple. But the use cases where a web form can be valuable are pretty diverse. And we find that it can be really helpful to see real-world examples of how others are using web forms so that you can draw inspiration or take ideas that you might want to mimic, or maybe take strategies that aren't a fit and decide that you want to avoid them entirely. So to help with that, we have plucked a video from our lead magnets course to give you a collection of real-world examples where web forms are doing their thing. So feel free to enjoy, make note of the things that you might want to replicate for your own business, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them below the video. Take care. So I want to take a look at a few examples of lead magnets that are built into the website as people naturally are navigating around, opportunities to collect their info and give them something in exchange. Now, I do want to call out that the examples are going to be disproportionately skewed towards businesses that offer digital marketing services. And the reason for that is twofold. Number one, because that's the space I live in. So as I collected and curated examples, it naturally lends itself to people who are in my general orbit. But the second reason is because these types of businesses, digital marketers, are oftentimes adhering to really good best practices for opt-ins or for digital marketing in general, because they want to model the types of behaviors that their prospective clients can expect them to help be produced if they work together. So let's take a look here at the Automation Ninjas, a consultancy out of the United Kingdom that does offer automation services for small businesses. And there's a few different opt-ins that we can see as we navigate around their website here. So the first is a contact us form. And I call this out because this is oftentimes an opportunity that people miss. They'll have a contact us page with just an email address there. And the drawback to that is people can email you, but you're not collecting leads in an organized, systemized way, and you miss out on the opportunity for robust automation or an experience that could provide an answer for them more quickly than a human might be able to respond to their inquiry. So a contact us form, always a good opportunity to use an opt-in form. Is it a lead magnet? Probably not technically, but it is an opportunity for you to collect info, to build your audience, and to trigger automation, create an experience for that prospect. Now, let's scroll down here. We've got a bunch of their posts. And then as we get halfway down the page, after some value has been established here, join our community of eggheads, stay at the forefront of all things marketing, automation, buyer psychology, and more. And they're only asking for first name and email, and then the opportunity to sign up. And they've personalized this sign me up ninja with some brand language. The company is Automation Ninjas, so that feels like a good fit there. And then we do have I consent to having my information processed in an order to perceive. Okay, so an additional opt-in, setting clear expectations for privacy policy, how their information will be used. And then a few more blog posts. Let's see. And some freebies. Okay. So we have the Attract Playbook, Engage Playbook, Sell Playbook, and Wow Playbook. And the Campaign Flowchart. So this seems to be a collection of all of their lead magnets, or many of their lead magnets, but different free resources. Let's click on one and see where it takes us. Okay, so they probably all take us to dedicated landing pages for those. So that's an interesting way to do this, is I imagine they're probably running ads, driving traffic to each of these pages with specific pain points. But on their website, it's displayed in sort of a menu for us. Do we want this one or do we want that one, right? And obviously the graphic changes out depending on which of these offers we express interest in. So that's cool. And then we have the list of their services, and I'm guessing there are opt-ins for consults or other information there. But a couple of examples from the Automation Ninjas. Let's take a look at Blick Digital, another Keap certified partner and small business consultancy. This one based out of Arizona here in the US. Automate your consulting business. Okay, so they're serving consulting businesses and they help them by introducing automation into your consulting business. The promise is to help use technology to save hours of time and fill your pipeline with hot leads. Okay, so we got two options, two primary call to actions here. Book your automation assessment, probably a consult or a initial meeting here to see if they're a good fit, or download our recommended strategies. I'm guessing that these are both lead magnets or both opt-ins. So let's click book your automation assessment and see what happens here. This link is fairly slow to load. So that's one thing, is like, as you are considering the experience you're creating, it may be slow because there's a video here, or maybe because the scheduling tool is growing as well. But Brett's a friend of mine. He's great at what he does. So I'm sure this video sets real accurate expectations. It's probably inviting and tells them specifically to use this button to schedule the assessment. This probably won't let us opt in until after we select our time. That's how these generally work, is we give people the opportunity to pick when they want to have it, and then we collect the info. But the reason that works so well is by the time we're asking for info, they're already mentally committed to this appointment taking place. So they're able to pick a date and time that they want something to take place, and then it probably asks for, first name, last name, email. So you'll notice this one is asking for a little more information, because if they've taken the steps to get to this point, they're probably a little more likely to be committed. And if he's going to dedicate 45 minutes of calendar time to a strategy session with this person, he may want to do a little bit of homework ahead of time. So we need to know, what's their company name, their email address, so we can find their website, or so we can find out more about them. They might also be sending text message reminders for their appointments. That's a great way to increase the conversion of people who book the appointment to people who actually show up for those appointments as well. So there's an example from Blick Digital. Let's go back to their homepage here and see what the other offer was. So that one is a consultation, right? This one looks like it's going to be a guide. I'm guessing that's what that little icon is for, and they're telling us we can download it. So I'm guessing that they'll only ask for like first name and email. They'll probably require less information on this one. First name and email, and I love this. They're only asking one question. What is your biggest challenge, right? And they probably tailor the follow-up accordingly. I don't have the right strategy. Great, let's do a strategy call. I don't have the technology scares me. Okay, let's talk about that. Or here are some resources for choosing technology. I don't have the time. Cool, let's sell you a done-for-you service, right? It's important to only ask for information that you're going to use, because the more you ask for, the lower the number of people who will fill out that form. And then he has also updated the button here to match what you're getting, right? So you're getting an automation playbook. Here we go. And you can download it. A little bit more about it, help them decide, is it for you? He mentions it's a 31-page guide. That's pretty robust, pretty meaty, so presumably valuable. Let's take a look at Automation Bridge. So marketing automation resources, community, this word is rotating for digital marketers. That's who they are, that's who they serve. And then tell us about your business. So I'm not sure what this is offering. Get the training. So like, tell us about your business. My question would be like, why? And maybe it's the quiz. Okay, so let's do tell us about your business. And that's their primary call to action. Congrats to be an automation service provider. Okay, so we start by scheduling a strategy session. Got it. And I'm guessing there's a few questions to sort of collect that info, but I like that it doesn't feel like an opt-in yet. Okay, so what describes how I operate my business? I operate on my business, in my business. Okay, what if it's both? Given the opportunity, would you rather? I'm bringing in profit. Okay, and then we get to opt-in. So a few specific questions about the person, their needs, their goals, their objectives, and then first name, last name, email, and we can sign up here. That button text could say, send me the results. It could say, schedule a call, but it just says submit. So an opportunity there to update that form. but pretty easy and painless. I like the way they've strung those questions out so that it's not a super long form. It just takes you prompt by prompt, one after the next. And those people who are claiming a strategy session probably are at least interested in becoming an automation service provider. Let's also jump over to take the quiz, see what that one does. Okay, so if their primary offering is the automation service provider designation or certification, then this quiz makes a lot of sense. Really natural alignment. You can see it also took us from the website to a landing page, and that's a kind of a dual purpose because this landing page, I don't know, but Chris, the owner of Automation Grid, could also be sending traffic directly to this page with a different set of social ads or posts on his different channels. So good utility on this page here. Some common FAQs to help encourage people to take the quiz, and multiple call to actions allowing people to take that or to start that quiz. Now, as with quizzes, oftentimes the lead capture isn't until the end, so I'm guessing that's the case here as well. Okay, so these look like, similar questions to what we had from that initial opt-in. So I'm guessing that experience has just been duplicated, sort of presented in two different formats. So the call to action from their primary homepage is pretty much just this. Take this quiz, let's book a strategy session, and let's see if we're a fit. So that sounds to me like the funnel, quiz leading to strategy session, leading to purchasing the automation service provider onboarding or certification or qualification, okay? And that's great. That sounds like unified, singular focus, a clearly defined customer experience. And as valuable as it is to have a dozen or different lead magnets, start with one and start with a really defined and intentional customer experience before you create all these disparate lead magnets that ultimately may not end up linking together. So I like the simplicity and the intuitiveness of this flow. Let's take a look at Zenplicity. So this is another Keap certified partner, Jamie DeBose down in Southern California. And I love this welcoming video using Video Ask. Video Ask is a tool from Typeform. So it is also a lead capture. So you watch a video, there's a series of prompts and opt-ins, but right on this page, know exactly what to say to new email subscribers, download it. So this is not a landing page. This is the full website, but I like that the lead magnet is front and center. First name, email address, the button is customized, send it to me. Jamie has done a great job. It's a personality. It's not a personal brand. It's not jamiedebose.com, but it is a personality-driven brand. So lots of headshots and inviting images of her, and her brand colors are used nicely throughout this page. It's a really good-looking website here. Let's see, a couple blog posts here, a couple testimonials, and then we have another cheat sheet. So two different, it looks like, opt-ins on the same page. If this was a landing page, that would break the best practice there. But because this is the website, different people come to your website for different reasons, and it's smart to have an opt-in for each of the reasons that they may be on that page, right? If you solve 3 problems, you might want to have an opt-in for each of those 3 challenges. The Zen marketing method cheat sheet. So this is a little teaser graphic that looks nice and branded and appealing. Enter your details, help you find the warmest subscribers in your email list. Okay, first name, email, doesn't ask for too much. Button says send it to me. I wonder if that might actually be the same opt-in, just positioned a little bit differently. No, this is a sequence of, cheat sheet, different sequence. Okay, so different offers, but they're aligned with the broader services that Zenplicity offers. Marketing membership metrics. So email marketing cheat sheet, that marketing method cheat sheet, right? So the type of people who would be interested in those types of offerings are likely to also be excited about working with Zenplicity, about joining the inner circle or be a fit for the other services that Jamie offers. Speaking of Jamie's, this is another Keap certified partner based in the UK, Jamie Clark. So Diggy is the agency, diggy.co.uk, a digital marketing agency for Keap users. So they are very specific. It's not just small businesses. It's not just marketing. It is specifically for Keap users. And two call to actions right up top here. Book a free Keap growth call or free website review. Let's see where this takes us. Okay, so this is loading a little slowly, which oftentimes means there's a calendar, and there is. Okay, so we've seen this before, but if you're booking a consult, you pick on the calendar, you pick the time before you fill in your details, right? So it sort of gets you to commit mentally to this is what I want, and then it says, great, what info do we need? Phone number field is optional. So we've got first name, last name, and email. Maybe Jamie does some pre-work figuring out. I might also add a question, right? Number one pain point, or do you need more leads or do you need more conversions, right? Something to help inform the conversation, but he might, have that on a second page or in a follow-up email as well. So the discovery call makes a lot of sense. It helps you qualify buyers, see if they are a good fit for the services and pricing that you offer. Now, if Jamie does websites, and Jamie does, then a free website review, it makes a lot of sense as well. If you have an existing website, let's take a look at it and we'll make some recommendations. And then they, without any obligation, have information that they can use to decide, cool, I do want to pursue those changes. And if they do, they're likely to hire Jamie as well. So I love the alignment between both of these offers and the services that Jamie and his company offer for that, or for Keap users. Okay, so website review. That's interesting. So I was on home, get your website review, and then it clicked through and I have to click again. So that feels like maybe an extra step, but there is a lot more information on this page about the website review. So that's useful. I want to see if there's another call to action down here. Some testimonials. Those look pretty good. Some FAQs. Okay, I would put another call to action for the review, the website review down here, just because if by the time people have scrolled, they may want to take action then, and we don't want to make them scroll back to the top. But let's click get your website review. Oh, I see. So this is the free one. Got it. So okay. So we have a paid one. That wasn't clear to me, but here we go, get started. There's the opt-in. So first name, last name, email, website address, great. So this, not too much info. And because I'm expecting with the website review to get personalized feedback, it makes sense that they would need a way to give it to me, and they would need the website that I want reviewed. So they're not asking for too much information there, and they're clearly going to use the info that I am giving them. So a good alignment, a valuable offer. They do have two competing call to actions, this or that, but I don't think that's too many. I think that those are both a good fit, and different people might take those different offers. Hey, I want to grow, or I want your feedback first. So there we have some different examples of web forms serving as lead captures to offer lead magnets throughout the website. Some on the home page, some on sub pages of the website, some on the blog. But the key here is that they capture people where they are, as opposed to a landing page, which is entirely dedicated to one purpose and is receiving traffic that you have sent there. So lead magnets offered throughout your website and landing pages are both valuable tactics for your business. It's not an either or situation, but we wanted to show you examples of the different styles of lead magnets and places that they can be offered to help you spot those opportunities in your own business. Hopefully you have found these examples valuable. Take care.